Let me ask you something. When you think about the things that hold people back in life, what usually comes to mind? Most people immediately think about things outside of themselves. They think about difficult people. They think about bad circumstances. They think about lack of opportunity. But what if the biggest enemies people face are actually much closer than they realize? What if the things that sabotage most lives aren't external at all? What if they live inside your own mind? You see, today I want to talk about something important because the enemies that stop most people from reaching their potential are often invisible and they're much closer than people think. One of the most common mistakes people make is believing that their life is controlled mostly by outside forces. They blame their situation, they blame their environment, they blame other people. And while challenges in life are real, those things are rarely the biggest barrier. The biggest barriers usually operate quietly. They show up in your habits, they show up in your thinking, they show up in the story you repeat about yourself every day. Think about how powerful that is. The way you talk to yourself internally can either build your life or slowly limit it. Your biggest enemy isn't always someone trying to stop you. Sometimes it's the voice in your own mind that convinces you not to try. So with hidden enemies, there are a few internal enemies that show up in almost everyone's life at some point. The first one is doubt. Doubt is that quiet voice that asks, what if you're not good enough? It questions your abilities. It questions your potential. And if you listen long enough, it can slowly convince you to stop pursuing things you once believed in. The second hidden enemy is fear. Fear isn't always loud. Sometimes fear simply shows up as a hesitation. You want to start something new, but you wait. You want to make a change, but you delay. Fear keeps people living smaller lives than they're actually capable of. And the third enemy, which I think is one of the biggest, is comfort. Comfort feels safe. It feels familiar, but comfort can also quietly keep people stuck. You see, growth almost requires stepping into something unfamiliar. And the last enemy is overthinking. Overthinking has stopped more dreams than lack of ability ever has. Many people don't fail because they can't do something. No, they fail because they spend so much time analyzing, worrying, and second guessing that they never take action. Those are the worst kinds. So remember this: doubt, fear, comfort, overthinking. Those four enemies stop millions of people every day. So I'm going to ask you something. Be honest. Just me and you. Which one of those enemies shows up most in your life? Is it doubt? Is it fear? Is it comfort? Or is it overthinking? Maybe it's a combination of all four. Make sure you type in the comments which one. I'm curious. I read them. I respond. I'm really curious to see if people will take that step, that uncomfortable step, to try to help themselves by being vulnerable. So 3, why these enemies are so powerful. The reason these enemies are so powerful is because they don't attack aggressively. They whisper. Doubt whispers. Maybe you're not ready. Fear whispers. Maybe you should wait. Comfort whispers. Maybe tomorrow. Overthinking whispers. Maybe you need more time. And if you listen to those whispers long enough, something dangerous starts happening. Days turn into months. Months turn into years. And slowly, people start postponing their own potential. Your biggest enemy doesn't destroy your life overnight. It convinces you to delay the life you're capable of creating. So when the awareness shift begins, I have good news for you. The moment you become aware of the internal enemies, they begin losing their power. Because awareness changes how you respond. Instead of believing every thought that enters your mind, you begin observing it. You begin asking yourself, is this doubt telling me the truth? Or is this just fear? Is this hesitation protecting me or limiting me? That small shift in awareness can change everything. Because when you stop automatically believing those internal enemies, you start taking control of your thinking again. It's a little nippy out here. It's good to connect with nature. I'm cold, but this message needs to be heard by somebody. And so this idea is actually at the heart of the philosophy behind Overcome the Doubt. It's about helping people recognize the internal barriers that quietly hold them back. Because once you recognize them, you gain the ability to move beyond them. I know O.T.D started as a model for myself to overcome my doubts, my limiting beliefs, my quiet whispers, my internal enemies. And so I want you to remember something important. Your biggest enemies in life are rarely outside forces. More often than not, there are patterns inside your own mind. But with the awareness shift, the moment you become aware of those patterns, you gain the power to change them. So if this message resonates with you today, type in the comments, I am the captain of my ship. I control my mind. Because the moment you begin controlling your mind, you begin controlling your direction. Listen, I thank y'all for watching. Safety and many blessings. I'm so grateful to be able to deliver this message to whoever needs it most. Don't forget to like, to comment, subscribe, hype the video up. I'm on Instagram. I'm trying to build that up. Follow me at always ALWAYS_O.T.D. Follow Overcome the Doubt at Overcome the Doubt. And sign up for our newsletter at overcomethedoubt.com. You'll have insider and exclusives to new programs, words of the day, free e-gifts, O.T.D doubt, detox capsule. It's going to be coming out in spring. Dropping some merch, dropping some clothes. A lot of people like what I wear. You know, I don't wear everybody else's wear. I don't wear what everybody else wears. I make my own lane for those that are outside thinkers that want more for themselves. So I appreciate y'all. Stay blessed. Stay warm.